What's going on, everybody? This your boy Mike, and this is going to be my Season 1, Episode 5 review of Fear the Walking Dead entitled Cobalt. Now, there was a lot of stuff that happened in this episode, man, and I'm telling you, if you know anybody that has not started watching it yet, shit's getting real, man. So you might want to tell them to tune in or get caught up or something. Sad to say that this week we have another episode without Tobias. Now, I do know that Lincoln is going to a bunch of Walker Stalkers, and with the way that they presented his character in the beginning, there's almost no way that we're not going to see that man again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just the way they set him up, how much he knew and everything, we've got to see him again at some point, whether we see him in the season finale or whether we see him next season. We're going to see that boy again. Now, I thought this before in episode 4, and it just pretty much confirmed what I was thinking in this episode. My official new favorite character is Daniel. Like, that dude, man, he got it done. You know what I'm saying? Him and Ophelia, I guess, made this arrangement where she would go and act the fool. He would come and basically she would lead him to her dad. And man, it worked beautifully. I mean, he pretty much had that barber knife and just that blade, that sharp blade, straight edge, man, was peeling that skin off of him. And I mean, it was torture pretty much is what he was doing. But, you know, that's what we need in this show. You know, we need people like him. And that's why I said in my last review that I thought he was going to be one of the key characters. But I also said I thought that he might die in the season finale. Now, with everything that happened in this episode, I'm leaning more towards they probably won't. Just because in this episode, his wife dies. You know what I'm saying? They cut her foot off. And then Travis's ex-wife, you know, put that, I guess it was a cattle, used for cattle to kill cattle or whatever. It's just a bunch of air pressure and just popped right through her brain. But we did find out key things that we've been wanting to know, that we've been wanting to actually see in this episode. Because it's almost like everybody's kind of oblivious, which, you know, that's kind of the way Kirkman writes it. He writes it in such a way to where everybody in that universe, like, there's no such thing as zombies. You know what I mean? So everybody's still trying to figure it out. I can't remember the guy's name, but this guy right here, man, I really think he's going to be somebody in the last episode. Now, he might get killed. He might become Walker bait, but this dude is smart. Like, he talked, I guess their neighbor's husband that they talked that dude like around. He talked him around in circles, man, and just made him all crazy in the head until the soldiers came and took him off. You know what I mean? So, I mean, dude is really, really smart, street smart, and apparently business smart too. Back to the key things that we learned in this episode was you actually heard someone say you got to plug him in the head. Now, we've been seeing the soldiers do it, you know what I mean? So, obviously, they know, but and we know, but we finally heard someone tell them that that's what you have to do, which was really cool. Now, Daniel pretty much tortured that dude to get some information. The main piece of information that we got from that was what Cobalt is. Now, if you remember, Cobalt was actually the name of the show, kind of what they were using to throw out there online until they actually came up with Fear the Walking Dead. Now, which that was pretty cool to me too. But we found out what Cobalt is. And basically what that means, it's a code for the military that basically they're just going to evac. And when I say evac, I don't mean they're moving the people. I mean they're evacing. It's just them. They're gone. They're leaving everybody. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Because I'm going to tell you what, Sergeant Dick over there, man, I really, really, really wanted to see him get bit. Like, I wanted to see him get ate the hell up. And they went into that building when they had Travis, and they all came out, and the dude was like, he's not coming, so they just bounced. So I was really sad that we didn't get to see Sergeant Dick get ate. Now, Eliza played a pretty big role in this, as, you know, she went with them at the end of the episode 4, and now in this episode, she's, you know, working on people, helping the doctors and do everything. Well, she wanted to see Griselda, and that's how that happened. They went and seen her, and Griselda ended up dying. They had to take her foot, and she ended up dying, and then Eliza put one in her dome. Now, that tells me that she's going to be more with the game, I'll say it like that, than Travis is, because when they got to that one spot and had Travis get on that 50 cal, he just couldn't do it, man. He tried like twice, and he just couldn't take the shot. So, which, I mean, not everybody thinks like, you know, because we know what's going on. Again, we know what's going on. Travis is just now getting into the point where, oh my God, you know, what am I seeing? What are they doing? You know, he's seeing the bodies come out the building as the soldiers come running out. They see the soldier throw a grenade, man, and blow people up. So it's really crazy, like how he's seeing all this stuff, and you know, it's not really somebody telling him. They just kind of threw him out to the wolves and let him see it. And that's why I think Travis is gonna be a harder character in season 2, because I think what they're doing basically, they're setting us up with Travis and everybody else. They're setting all the characters up for it to be season 2, because I think, you know, as I said in the beginning, this whole season is going to be just the outbreak and like the camps and stuff like that, just surrounding that. And I was right, because that's pretty much all we've seen. And a lot of people don't like that. Me personally, I love it, because we get to see a different side of the story that we have. You know, the Walking Dead comic, the Walking Dead original show, were a lot alike in a lot of ways, but still in a lot of ways different. This is also, alike, but still really, really different. It's a completely different aspect, to what we're used to. Red alert. Anybody who's been talking shit all season, talking about where's the walkers, where's this, where's that, I think we done found them. There's about 2,000 walkers hemmed up in that arena. And at the end, we see Salazar going up them steps. And we know at that point, and he knows at that point, that everything that the military guy told him was true. So he goes walking up the steps, and then it goes off. We get kind of a flashback to the original when Rick was walking through the hospital and seeing the walkers banging on the door. You know what I'm saying? We see him walking up the steps, and we see the doors going in and out. Like, I mean, there's 2,000 of them. You know what I mean? The military pretty much left the arena and let them all get bit, apparently, because that's pretty much what the dude said. You know, he said there was a point where they couldn't tell the infected from the non-infected, so they just left them and barricaded the doors. So, my thought is, I think now that Salazar knows that that the military are backing out, I almost want to say Salazar gonna probably open them doors to create some kind of, I don't know, distraction, I guess, maybe. I don't know what he's gonna do, but going up them steps like that makes me feel like he's gonna open them doors. There really isn't much to talk about Madison's daughter and Travis's son, because like they didn't really do a whole lot this episode. They went into some houses went into a house and just destroyed everything, put on some nice little duds, whatnot. But other than that, there really wasn't much to talk about as far as they go. I guess you could say it was kind of character building, but it's one of those things that I really didn't care to see in this episode. I believe that when we start the next episode off, Ophelia is still going to be pissed off at her dad for doing that to the military guy. But, I mean, it is what it is. I think, next episode, shit's going to break loose. It's going to break loose. And I think because of that anger that she feels towards him, it's not going to affect anything. That shit'll get shot down quick. Now, we see the guy that's hemmed up in the cage with Nick bribed the other guy. I guess they thought Nick was getting sick or whatever. They was going around taking people's temperatures, and Nick was at 101, I believe. So they went to grab him and take him, and the dude stood up for him and was like, kind of bribing the military guy, and then they brought Nick back to the cell or the little cage deal or whatever. But aside from the military gonna just bail out, there's also another protocol that states, how did he explain it? Humane termination, I guess is what it was. Like that's crazy, man. They're just gonna kill all them people. So I think Salazar is gonna open them doors and create some type of distraction, and somehow, some way, they need to get up to that place because they need to get Nick the hell out of there. As much as I don't like him, I think this dude right here is gonna be the person who navigates, I'll say, Nick into a better way. And it was funny because he was talking to Nick and he was like basically telling him he knows he's a survivor or whatever, and he was like, well, I'm an addict. And the guy was like, no, you're a heroin addict. That's a gold standard. Don't sell yourself short. I almost died because the way that Nick looked at him after that, oh man, that was priceless. It was priceless. I think this whole, when Travis found out what Salazar was doing to the military guy and busted up in there and the military guy was explaining what's going on, I think that was a big eye-opener for Travis. Now, I don't know if he's going to get to that point just yet where he's just, you know, killing walkers, which they don't even call them walkers in the show. I don't even think they called them in the infected, I guess is what they call them. But I don't think he's going to get to the point where he's killing them like that. Not in the last episode anyway. But I think that was a really big eye-opener for Travis when he realized, you know, what the military is really doing. Because in all honesty, at the moment, the military is the biggest threat. Overall, I love the episode. Again, they keep getting better and better every week. Can't wait till next week for the finale. I'm going to be doing a review for that one as well. I know I didn't get to review the episode 4. I had a lot of computer problems and whatnot. I got it all fixed now, so I'm back to doing my damn thing. And we're going to do a review for next episode. And then the week after that, don't forget, the original comes back, season 6. So don't forget, I'll be doing reviews for that, every episode for that one. The Flash is coming back. I will be doing reviews for that as well. Dead to Zombies. I love you guys. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All my links will be in the description below. Love you guys. Have an awesome night.